Fiora being in-game's first ban.
I like Fiora. He's just always a fun champion to watch.
Vayne picked out. Now, so far, the bounty is still on the table. So,
Meaning, if a team is able to snag Zyra Khan versus Lucian Senna, if both teams opt into that matchup, the winning team gets a mystery skin for their bot lane.
yep. Courtesy of yours truly.
Rich boy monochrome over here.
Rich boy, no, career having,
Rich boy monochrome over here.
hard working, and
Has a fucking job.
has a career. I am.
Has a job.
Yes. That's what happens once you get out of school and start doing adult life.
Imagine being an adult. Ew.
No, it's awful. Don't do it.
I'm sitting here being a college student and I'm still not happy. Alright, we do see...
It goes downhill from there.
We have Ornn, Olaf, and Mordekaiser bands coming out on both sides, so we're not going to see any rage caging in the Death Realm this game, or any running through no CC problems from Olaf. But, and the super late game champion of Ornn, who says we're just going to make sure that our late game is guaranteed with the extra items that we are going to be able to have. But a Thresh pick, which means that the bounty is off the table.
Yeah. No more bounty. Unless Thresh
Feels terrible, man.
If Thresh goes top, they can still do it.
I don't know about that Thresh top lane, but we'll see how that ends up working out. Because I look, this is like technically an exhibition match, so I'm ready to see whatever. There's a Xayah.
I mean, it's on the table. It's not
Set.
like super likely, but it's on the table.
Mm-hmm. Definitely on the table. I'm ready. Set finalized for Martin Cabello. Let's see how Makeshift Endgame decides to respond. Appreciate Me was asked on what to play, and he was told Azir, so we might see an Azir this game.
That'll be nice.
But Joe is out here, and Pyke is available. Do we see Joe's Pyke on the game?
Pyke. I mean, Pyke is really good. Man, the best Pyke in the world says that that's his ideal lane.
Nope, we see a Wukong coming out, so it'd be a really awkward team comp otherwise, but we see a Gragas to finish off for Team Martin Cabello. Azir still on the table, so we might still see it. It's possible. No mid laner pick yet. We see an Aphelios ban.
That's reasonable. Master Yi ban.
Mr. Free. Senna. So I guess we're just not seeing it.
Just off the table. Okay.
No bounty on there.
No bounty on the day. Maybe tomorrow. Now, this was a bounty specific to Valentine's Day weekend. Wanted to see a couples fight, but doesn't look like we're going to get it today at all. Very unfortunate.
I actually really want to see that matchup in the first place. I've never seen Lucian Senna versus Zyra Khan. I want to see how that works out. Like, period. I've never seen it like in solo queue. I don't think I've seen it in professional play either.
I've seen it once. I actually had it the other day. We dominated.
Who's we? Which side were you on?
I was going to say, take one guess.
I would assume the Lucian Senna, but I'm saying for the viewers who possibly don't know, they can't just assume.
Monochrome 94, the Pocket Pick Cinna, the Toxic Caster,
Toxic Chrome.
the Toxic Chrome. I'm gonna have to change my name now.
Yep, changing your name to Toxic Chrome.
It's a waste of money. I could buy skins
There
for
is-
that money.
At least we do get to see the Azir and Rakan. I guess the other, because there are other couples in this game. Because we did see an Ashe, so like an Ashe Tryndamere lane would be very, very
Doesn't count.
weird. It'd be weird. What do you mean it doesn't count?
Doesn't count. They're not like.
What do you mean it doesn't? Yes, they are. They're king and queen. Are you okay?
Yeah, but like
They're king and queen.
they're like couples. Quotation marks there.
They're a couple. No, they're a legitimate couple.
They're not.
Yes, they are. You need to get your lore checked, sir.
They're not.
They are.
You're wrong.
They're king and queen if they're part of the Freljord. Are you okay?
It's a terrible couple.
What do you mean it's a terrible couple? That still means it's a couple, even if they are a quote unquote terrible couple in your eyes. That doesn't make them any less of a couple.
Do they even have lines in game?
Yes, they do.
Ah, I call bull.
Oh, this is wonderful. This is hilarious.
That is as trustworthy as the cook at your local Waffle House's underwear. But
Hold on. Okay. Enough of your incorrect view of the lore, or incorrect knowledge of the lore. If you're enjoying the stream or somebody you know would enjoy the stream, feel free to leave us a like and a follow here on any of our social medias that we have available to you, specifically also on our subscribe to our YouTube channel where all of the matches are archived actually. There. Every match goes up on YouTube. So that's a good place to go if you
we
miss
also
it.
have a highlight reel for every
Oh
week.
yeah, we also have a highlight reel, which I think I'm on one of these highlight reels.
You get a whole lot of me
You're
just
not on these highlight reels,
screaming.
I don't think Toxic. I don't think Toxic Chrome's on the highlight reel. Don't tell him.
Oh no, he is. He's just he's just casting.
Oh yeah, he's casting, and I'm doing both.
Yeah, no. See, like some of us know our talents and how to utilize them correctly. Mine just so happens to be being a personality.
Oh.
All right. Enough of shenanigans. On to our critical analysis of this game.
So, who's your money on Toxic Chrome?
God, first time Azir on Appreciate Me. I don't think I've ever seen... No, Misfits has played Progress before, so that's not like too far off. I have Minipad on set.
You're doing a lot of research into this. I'm just gonna go with Endgame here.
Just
Only because I know that you were looking for the quote unquote lovebirds. So your Zaya Rakan is on the side of Martin Cabello. So you can have that. Have your lovebirds.
You know what?
I will sit here.
Take my Martin Cabello. And you know
Take
what?
the Martin.
We're gonna bet a skin on it, whether you want to or not.
I don't have money.
Whether you want to or not.
I don't have money. How am I going to give you a skin if I'm wrong?
Just boost my account for like a week.
Oh, now you want me to boost your account? Okay. Washed up Diamond 4 player boosts a gold player account? I don't know what you are. Platinum?
Gold. But
Oh. Oof.
I've never like played out a season. I always just get to gold and stop.
Ugh, gotta boost to platinum or something.
No, just like get me to gold this season. I haven't even
Oh,
bothered.
okay. Okay.
I played 8
Sure, I can do
games.
that. I can do that. All of my Smurfs are
For
silver
any
ones, so
Riot employees listening, this is entirely just joking.
It's just a joke. It's just a meme. I only play on my one account. On all of them. I'm sorry, hello?
Yeah. So, definitely taking Martin Cabello Fan Club, which I don't know if you've done it, but I finally looked up who the hell Martin Cabello is, and yeah, that's big WTF from me, boys.
I don't know who that is, so...
Don't.
Huh?
It's the guy with the gas can in their picture. Yeah, apparently, he's like a rather popular Twitter account.
What does he do on this Twitter account? If we can discuss that here.
No, we cannot.
Okay. I was concerned. As there was.
Do not check it out. The guy is mentally ill. I'm going to put it on the record. Like,
Yeah, I don't think that doesn't sound like something we need here on the channel.
no. So, whatever you do, audience, do not look up Martin Cabello the Third at all for any reason, like whatsoever. All right, my question for you is, what do you reckon the over/under is on appreciating these deaths on his first time as year?
Listen, that man's gonna pop off. He's gonna go. He's gonna be positive. He's gonna have a positive KD. He might lose the game. He's gonna lose it. He's gonna lose the game because I bet against him. But
oh yeah,
yeah, he's gonna lose the game simply because I bet against him. But
That's
otherwise, he'll be okay.
For any Riot employees, when my account hits gold 4 next week, it is entirely through the efforts of my own grinding.
Oh, the hook landing here for the level 1. Forcing the flash up from Misfits, and nobody is able to follow it up.
Doesn't matter, gets the flash.
Which means he can't hit that flash body slam for his first gank.
I mean, if you wait still 5 minutes for his gank, yeah, you can.
Yeah, but most ganks happen between 2:30 and 3:30.
Maybe in your matches. My jungler never ganks until, like, they hit level 7.
Until the game's over.
Yeah.
Minipod and appreciate me heading here through the top side of this jungle.
I don't
Not
know.
being spotted out by Shadow Jumper.
Are they just gonna, like... Oh.
Looking for some kind of cheese, maybe. I don't know.
I hope.
Oh, if they stayed in the bush. If they stayed in the bush, they would have ran right into Shadow Jumper.
Almost. Almost. We were this far from greatness.
The Gragas actually being a newer jungler to the ALS, seeing as how only Ancient Mommy has ever played it in the series.
Hook goes down in bot lane. Harry Canary taking a lot of damage.
Mr. Canary out here.
Do you ever think that maybe our players, like, choose their names on purpose to make things difficult for us?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Oh wait, Canary
Another
just
hook
walking
lands
up in front of the minion
off.
wave.
Heal is popped. Harry Canary eating a ton of damage here.
Was probably expecting the level 2 to come in a little bit sooner so he can just immediately go in, but the hook landing kind of negated the level 2 entirely. Misfits hit up an early recall, which means that his gank's not going to be going off until at least 3:30. Because he's going to need his red buff. And I don't know how long it's going to take him to clear the red buff either. Bo coming down for the roam, ready to pick it up. Doesn't seem to connect the stun, but Canary still will be going down, and so will Watusi.
That was a quick double kill. That was hot.
Holy, it was very well played on endgame side. There's a very, very early roam. The power of Aurelian's Soul is really coming out, and top lane coming in to see a little bit more. The Skull Crab being stolen away by Misfits, and Joe caught in a very bad spot. Shadow Jumper here to assist, but doesn't seem to, is not able to get the stun off. Minipod gets the stun off and kills Joe there. And now Shadow Jumper in a horrible position, just isn't going to be able to touch this tower though. Is not able to retrieve the safety of it. The biggest issue being that Minipod killing Joe gave him the red buff, which allowed him to slow Shadow Jumper repeatedly walking towards that tower. So Martin Cabello not ready to take that loss in bot lane, sitting down.
Shadow Jumper using his teleport to get back to lane here. Trying to stay there as long as Waffle doesn't want to lose his gold and XP, eating a ton of damage.
Jesus.
Oh my lord, Minipod is
Huge.
bullying this lane.
Yeah, sets a little strong against melee champions.
A little?
A little strong against melee champions. Bo back here in this mid lane pushing this up again. And I was trying to say before, in regards to the gank bot lane, is that the power of Aurelion Sol should not be underestimated. He was actually nerfed recently because of how strong the ASOL mains actually are at the champion.
Yeah, not a character you often see.
Yeah, because he's able to quickly shove lanes with his passive, the center of the universe. Lands the stun, is able to get to land a lot of W procs on it. A lot of Celestial Expansion procs, but it doesn't seem to be able to match the damage that Appreciate Me is able to put out.
Yeah, looks like we got a gank coming in. Joe coming for the gank. Doesn't have... Oh, that hook lands. What a hook! Play follows up. Harry Canary going to be able to walk away here eventually. It's going to be a slow walk, and he's going to get
limping away. Not really walking. That man is limping away from that, and they're looking towards Dragon to see if they can keep Misfits off of this, as they might fight over the Scuttle Crab, but we will see how that works out. Hacksaw in position to help clear that crab and secure it, while Misfits is on his Gromp, but it doesn't seem as though there's too much else going on. The gold difference is about 700. The set has another hook landing here in the bot lane onto Batusia. But it seems as though it's going to look bad for endgame as they're able to turn it around and turn that into a kill onto Corey Trevor with the help of Misfits. Like, although the hook landed onto Batusia, the counter engage coming from the Grand Entrance, as well as the body slam from Misfits, was able to quickly turn that.
Definitely a very solid gank there.
Although Batusia opted for the cull to kind of make up that gold a little bit later into the game.
I am Minipod, maybe looking to gank mid here. He's going to stop his run and go back up top lane.
Minipod's set doesn't exactly have too much of a way to gap close, we'll say. But is able to start a fight out here and put down quite a bit of damage on a Shadow Jumper, but Shadow Jumper not taking the damage lightly, able to return it right back. Bot lane in another fight might break out. Hacksaw is in position to land another hook.
Now, interesting decision off of this Ashe to go 3 daggers. Meanwhile, Misfits looking to gank this top lane. Shadow Jumper at close enough to half health. Here comes the body slam. There's the explosive cast. Shadow Jumper going to fall. That was an incredibly clean gank. Meanwhile, bot lane, hook lands. Hacksaw USA, or Hacksaw California. Hacksaw, just in general, I suppose.
We don't know what that CA stands for. But it seems as though the Grand Entrance is going to land on both members of the bot lane. And Batusia was not able to get all of the flowers out in time to land a root onto them, keep them underneath the tower, but it still translates into a lot of damage onto endgame's bot lane.
Meanwhile, Joe looking to pick up this drag, super sneaky like.
The Enchanted Crystal Arrow is available, as well as a Hawk Shot. Both Hawk Shots are actually available. And as they do get that first Ocean Dragon for the missing health, which gives a lot of health sustain and not mana. Not having the mana sustain is huge, though. That's what I used to like about the Ocean Dragons a lot, is like the fact that I could stay in lane and top lane for a long time with the mana. But it no longer has that. Gold difference is about 800 in the favor of Martin Cabello now. With this mid lane, looks like a little something might be coming out. The Predator is popped from Misfits, and Bo seems to be in quite the position. Stun landing.
Yeah, pops the ult, gets the knockback. Looks like it's enough to get away. Maybe?
No, probably not. The explosive cast is there. The flash is forced out from Bo. And even if it wasn't, there was a possibility there he could have waited for the body slam, which was coming up, I think, in about another 2 or 3 seconds. Probably not wanting to possibly run into Joe or into Joe.
Meanwhile, got a fight bot lane. Harry Canary taking a lot of damage, but that kill is going to be picked up. Both kills being picked up by the support and the ADC, respectively. The bot side of Martin Cabello Fan Club looking strong. See, it's because they kept to the spirit of the bounty, even if the opposing team didn't.
I don't know. I think it's more of just the fact that the bot lane of Endgame continues to stand on top of each other, which makes it relatively easy for Canary to land the double knockup on them. But
or, more than likely, it's because I'm really good at making predictions, and I predicted that Martin Cabello Fan Club would win.
I don't know.
Meanwhile, got another fight going down bot lane. Harry Canary getting super low here.
Able to force out the Blade of the Ruined King active. But not to be trifled with, Corey Trevor does have 2 kills over Batsusia. So the finished Blade of the Ruined King, as well as the 20 CS difference, is definitely going to come in handy for the time being, especially with the sync of the call, the current gold sync of the call. Misfits is pinging mid, and Joe was able to pick up the Rift Herald in the meantime, being down about 2,000 gold now. As Misfits is able to take these Raptors away from Joe.
Meanwhile, Bo roaming up to this top lane. Shadow Jumper trying to help pick up this kill, but Minipod's finding himself very difficult to kill. Shadow Jumper still low. If he's not careful, he could get picked. Forces the flash out of Aya Minipod. Hoping. Oh my God, this tower
unable to do it.
Meanwhile,
Appreciate Me is coming up to this top.
He could get the double kill here, very easily. Oh, there's the stun.
He's taking quite a bit of
damage.
damage.
Know about this. This is looking very sketchy. Teleport coming in, gets the pickup. Oh, that was dangerous. Meanwhile, bot lane got another fight going on. Corey Trevor getting super low and picked up. Misfits making gangs happen everywhere he goes.
Grand Inch is not landing.
Mark Cabello Fan Club playing very cleanly today.
Looking like they really want to take this win, as well as something else that was going on here to make the predictions come true. They might be able to pick up this tower. Joe does have the ultimate available to him, and using it might...
Really doing a really... Oh, wow. Never mind. That was a very effective dive. And first turret falls to Martin Cabello Fan Club. Ends off lane.
Looking at nearly a 5,000 gold lead that just continues to increase, with the level differences are only significant there in that mid lane.
Appreciate me picking up his Nashor's Tooth. That's a good power spike.
Hacksaw landed the hook onto Canary, but Canary just dashes away back to the safety of Xayah with the battle dance.
Joe's waltzing around with Harold. Isn't he?
Opting not to use it before the 14-minute mark for the plates. Although using it now would create some pressure for the dragon that Martin Cabello seems to have started up.
Misfits kind of picked out here. He's taking a lot of damage. Pops the stopwatch, but is going to eventually fall. This is a very sloppy team fight for Martin Cabello Fan Club. I am Minipod getting a little bit bold here, going in. Pops the ult, does a whole bunch of damage. There are kills coming out. Hacksaw super low. I am Minipod chasing this down. That fight definitely favored Martin Cabello Fan Club. Hacksaw probably falling here. Yep, there he goes. Meanwhile, Appreciate Me on this Azir working his way through this dragon. Appreciate Me.
It's his first Azir game, and he seems to be doing pretty well for himself. Is keeping up in farm with Bo, who has been quite the mid laner this series so far. But not in a position to really carry from what it looks like so far. Probably needs a little bit more time before that Aurelion Soul really kicks it into high gear. This is an Infernal Rift, by the way, so we will only be seeing Infernal Dragons, which means that it is a maximum of 12% damage increase on either side, depending on who picks up the first to the next 3 dragons. The first to get to 4 dragons, whatever. Bo, a little bit of trouble here. Doesn't seem to be too
Misfits
scared about it. Was able to walk away. Harold picked up there on the top side, which means that we get no value out of that, and 50 seconds until the next one spawns. Hacksaw is looking in this river littered with wards. We see a Knight's Vow.
Ward so bad, but he's not going to get it. Oh, he's eating a lot of damage here.
Trevor not in range to do anything from there. Probably expecting a lantern.
Meanwhile, mid lane, got a fight going on. Appreciate Me in a bad spot. Going to eat a whole lot of damage and eventually fall.
But bot lane, Minipod is beating up, just punching the face of this rock over and over again. A Shadow Jumper. But it doesn't seem to be an easy fight for him.
Matuzia trying to defend this tower. Corey Trevor being harassed by this Hairy Canary. Ult popped. Ooh,
oh, but the Ash Arrow, will it be enough to finish them?
Oh, double
yes, it will.
No.
And Joe will be picking up almost 1,400 gold there.
Very clean counterplay.
The 850 gold from the Zaya.
Yeah,
Minipod getting caught out here too.
Little caught out.
So he's going to lose his shutdown too, from what it looks like. Yeah. He has the ultimate available, but cannot reach Corey Trevor. And it was handed off to Corey Trevor, who will now have an extra 700 gold in his pocket. This game is not over yet. Endgame is making sure that give Martin Cabello a run for their money, because they said that your lead is not something that we were gonna take sitting down. And although it's very interesting to see that Bo opted for the Conqueror on the Aurelion Soul, which means that the longer he's going to be in these fights, the absurdly more damage he's going to do. Hacksaw looking to be in a little bit of trouble, not spotting out the other members here of Martin Cabello, able to land the Grand Entrance on a Hacksaw, but the box looks like it'll keep him safe.
Yep. Meanwhile,
Oh,
Misfits
not
going
really.
back in, picking up the kill on the Hacksaw.
A huge ultimate coming out, but not enough damage. Oh, looks like it is enough damage, actually, because Bo is just walking through and trying to put down as much damage as he can, is able to pick up 3 kills out of the fight, despite losing 3 of his own. And now the Shadow Jumper is here with the unstoppable force available. He definitely is going to be able to pick up something here against Diaminipod.
Oh, looking super low, but doing a ton of damage. That Conqueror showing off. That Tusia scaring off the Malphite.
It's a 4 for 4 in nobody's favor. But that just goes to show you how the synergy of the champions on endgame really is. Because even despite Joe being able to walk in and get several champions very low, the flash hook landing onto Batusia. Batusia is going to go down here with no ultimate available. No Featherstorm available.
Joe looking to get a pick here.
Hacksaw looking to place the vision around the dragon with now a Zeke's Hero Convergence actually finished. So that means that both he and Corey Trevor, both Hacksaw and Corey Trevor, will be doing quite a bit of damage if they're able to, with the ultimate available from Hacksaw. Now it is officially available as they try to push them off of this dragon. And it does get stolen by Misfit at the cost of his life. Knock up, but Joe able to land a knock up on every single champion, but it doesn't matter.
Everywhere.
It's very clean towards endgame.
Line. Wow, that was a decidedly one-sided fight, but the steal went through. I don't know if that was worth it.
I mean, they lost all 5 members. Or, I mean, they lost all 4 remaining members, because remember, Batusi was picked right before that fight, which means that there was no AD carry available for Martin Cabello to help fight that. But Batusi might be able to pick something here. He was able to pick up their red buff and is looking to see if there's anything that he can do about the Baron that has been started on the side of endgame. But being a single champion against all of these with plenty of CC, dodging the hook with the Featherstorm and unable to finish off anybody. Almost dropping Bo, but not quite there.
This Baron should be... Oh, flash fail. He wanted to steal that, but it wasn't quite there.
Yeah, hitting that flash when you're not up against that wall is not an easy one to hit. I know I face planted against it a couple times. A lot of times. More times than I would definitely admit to any of you, but that's besides the point.
I think you just did, bud.
I said more times than I would admit. I'm obviously admitting some of them, but not all of
them. Sure, bud.
Alright, we can fight. Red buff might be fought over here, as Misfits and the rest of Martin Cabello and Canary from Martin Cabello are looking to see if they can steal it away. But it doesn't seem like they will. The red buff will go into the side of Corey Trevor, and the ultimate catching out. The Cyclone from Joe just completely negating Misfits here. But Joe does have mobility boots as well as a Yomu, so that he can be around the map wherever he feels he needs to be.
What is Team Exhibition doing today? They are just like starting off bad and then turning the game. Both.
I don't think they started off bad. I just thought that they just got to an early deficit from a little overzealousness. But it seemed as though I might be getting a mystery skin this game now that the Soul League has swung back in here.
Do this.
Hold on, it wasn't that. We set the parameters before the game. And I agreed to it.
Did you know? It's fine. This game's not over. I have faith.
Hopefully that one Infernal Dragon that they lost 4 people for, and as well as the Baron, is enough to give him back. But the hook landing on the Misfits.
Looking to go in, drops the...
Canary not landing pretty much
Joe is
anything.
doing so much damage in the background. Canary falling here. Appreciate me defending top lane terribly, but he's gonna fall. Oh no, this is not looking good. I have mini pod trying. Oh, picks up a kill.
Oh, Jesus. That champion is not balanced.
That champion's 100% balanced.
That champion's not balanced.
Sidestep, buddy.
Sidestep from where? Do you see the width of that thing?
Yeah, but it only does damage in the center. Or, like, it does
No.
in the center.
It does the true damage in the center, but the physical damage in the sides. But did you see the size of that damn shield that he had? That's what I'm talking about.
It's only like a half shield.
That's huge! What do you mean? Like, he has a whole second health bar. He might as well be Tom Kench on steroids at that point. Hacksaw just biting off a little bit too much underneath the tower, getting chain CC'd underneath it. Although the Zeke's Convergence not really finding a lot of use this game from Hacksaw so far. Only 128 damage from the ally and 24 from himself.
Non-relevant question. When do you think Malphite's gonna get a back animation?
Who?
Malphite?
No, that was the joke.
Oh, fair? Fair.
That was the joke. Riot knows that that's a champion? But the dragon is going to be up in the next 20 seconds, and it seems as though Martin Cabello was looking to see if they could set up a bush cheese here, which they might be able to, even though all 5 members are close, but Malphite is not.
Just going to walk right into this, eating a ton of damage. Harry Canary going super deep into the enemy line. Malphite's going to ult defensively. I am Minipod making some work happen. Looking to get the pick, but Bo can walk away and do a ton of damage. Double stun goes off. Tuesday just not looking like he hits particularly hard.
I mean, when you're attacking a Malphite with 250 armor, I don't think it's very easy to
That was
do anything.
almost a steal from that Thresh. I would have cried.
That is another 4% damage increase on the side of Martin Cabello, so it seems as though, despite the comeback that has been made from endgame, that fight right there is the vision control as well as just the team effort is keeping Martin Cabello in this game.
No, Joe getting a nice pick here. Going to fall for it though. Harry Canary was enough to, and the ult was enough to keep Batuzia alive. Featherstorm is a wonderful ability. It's a great I don't die button.
That it is. It is a pretty good escape tool on a very long cooldown. Shadow Jumper has the ultimate available now. Didn't have it before the tower went down, so was unable to get a serious flank off. But Joe is back out on the map, so it makes it currently 48 kills on the map in a 28-minute game. High kill count games are fun to watch.
Yeah. I had 100 kill game last night. That was pretty great.
And the gold lead is essentially even, but only an 800 swing in endgame's favor.
Now, of note, Martin Cabello Fan Club is in position here to get Dragon Soul off the next dragon. Bushy's coming out. Misfit's getting super low. Gonna fall here in a second. Appreciate me coming in from the backside. I have Minipod ulting out, trying to do as much as he can to the back line, but there are going to be a lot of deaths coming out here very quickly. Minipod will slowly die, and there he goes. That means that is an open Baron pit.
And Batusia once again is going to be trying to stop this Baron by himself. The Featherstorm is available, so we might see a repeat of what just happened.
Oh, he's going to pick Corey Taylor. That was a questionable ult, and will eventually fall.
Was probably expecting the hook over the wall from Hacksaw, who for some reason did not step out of the pit to kind of do anything about that. But the only person not receiving the Baron buff will be Corey Trevor, but that might be enough in the next team fight. It seemed as though Endgame was upset about the bush cheese that they received at the Dragon Pit and decided to recreate it on the at the Baron Pit.
Very unfortunate for Martin Cabello fan club and me.
A 4,000, almost 5,000 gold lead now in favor of Endgame, as well as the second Baron of the game. Now, Shadow Jumper's Malphite is only getting tankier by the minute. He has an adaptive helm, which means that he completely neuters that champion called Azir, as well as the Randuin Zoman, to slow down the attack speed even further of the set, and of the Azir, and to reduce the crit damage coming from it.
Very dangerous game here.
Hacksaw doesn't care. Hacksaw is like, I will fight this if I need to. I'll try to take the crab if I can, but trying not to give himself away for it. But Joe is really looking strong out here on that Aurelion Soul. Is about a 4,000 gold difference between him and his lane opponent, Appreciate Me, who is playing Azir for the first time this game. And it seems as though hook landing here.
It's having a pop to Zonia's.
But yeah, as I was saying, the death cap is actually able to be completed from Bo, so if he were to back now and come back with that death cap, it is going to be extremely difficult for anybody to really stand up to him when it comes to the damage. Minipod still in the top lane, opting to TP to a minion to see if he can stop this fight, but
they're looking for a fight here, but Misfit's going to get stunned. That's going to end that engage.
Not only did he get stunned, he got flayed off by Hacksaw, and everybody was able to walk away with their lives.
Now, they need to be very careful here. Hook will miss. Minipod going in. His team isn't there to back him up yet. This could be bad.
Huge haymaker coming out.
Trying to do as much as he can. Hook comes out, but the backline is just dying aggressively. And that's an ace.
Endgame
going to get picked up. Endgame really coming back into this. Yeah.
And they deny the soul from Martin Cabello.
The base is also
as they also take that mid inhib with it, and it seems as though they might try to end the game here. Actually,
they very well could.
There's another 10 seconds on Canary and Misfits, so it'll be very close. But I don't think they'll have enough to stop them.
No, this is over. This is GG.
Oh god.
Very.
So that mystery skin?
Yeah, about that.
Mr. Career Man?
Yeah. Get right on that.
Yeah, it's good. It was a good game from both teams. It started out really well for Martin Cabello, and they really looked like they wanted to take this game for themselves. But Endgame, with Bo coming in really clutch with a lot of those roams and just scaling into the monster that I said earlier that Aurelion Sol secretly is, because not a lot of players know that he's actually as strong as he is. And the players that do know can pull off performances like that.
Yeah, that was impressive. If we go to advanced details, that's a lot of damage off that Aurelion Soul.
Oh yeah, Aurelion Soul.
1,000 damage.
35, pretty much 35k, like 500 short of 35k, followed by the 20k coming from Corey Trevor there.
Yeah. Zaya also doing a lot of damage that game.
And then a lot of that true damage coming away from Set.
Yeah,
Minipod Set. Because I did mention multiple times that champion is not balanced.
That champion's fine. You're just
that champion is not balanced.
Just CC him down.
But we might be able to get an interview from what Bossman is saying over here.
Fingers crossed. Get the player's perspective.
Set is getting buffed, and I see Minipod saying in the chat that Set is garbage. And I disagree in every aspect. Set is an absurdly powerful champion in lane. He's a really hard lane bully to melee champions, and then if he's allowed to run rampant, he just kind of doesn't die. Because he's not really a team like Shadow Jumper in the chat is saying. Like, it's really difficult to turn him into a team-oriented. He's not a team-oriented champion.
You say that until you like suplex their tank frontline into their ADC. And I think taking out two people from a fight is very team-oriented.
I don't know about that. It's not the same as like a Mordekaiser.
That's fair.
Because like for his ultimate to be useful, he would have needed to ult Malphite. He would have needed to ult Shadow Jumper's Malphite into the team, because that would have been absurd, a lot of damage. Because remember, his ultimate scales off of his target, like the damage on it, I think scales off of the target's max HP.
Yeah, it does.
It's absurd how much damage that champion is able to put out.
Looks
we
like
might be able to get Appreciate Me here.
Yeah, we can ask him about his experience. His first time as here. Looks like we have him. Hello, Appreciate Me. How are you doing?
Good. How are you guys?
We're doing
It is a
pretty
wonderful
swell.
afternoon here now.
So, first time as here, huh?
Never played the champion once. Forgot I owned him.
And a
And
skin,
how
apparently.
did you enjoy it?
It was interesting, you know. Had to read the tooltips before the game started, but
That's what you want to hear.
I mean, I pretty much just wanted to farm because I didn't know what to do.
Well, that game was a loss. But you tried very nobly. However, we want to look more towards tomorrow and your game with Nancy Drew Crew coming up. I believe that in order for you to get into playoffs, you need to win that match and force a tiebreaker.
You know, I won't be playing in tomorrow's game, but I know my boys got it. We're gonna pull through.
Oh, we're that confident, huh?
I'm confident. I like it.
They're gonna give it their all. They're gonna get that dub. I already know it.
That's what I like to hear.
Well,
Yeah, what did you think about the other tiebreaker game against Third Level Midnight though?
Nancy Drew Crew picking up the win there. Or Threat Level Midnight. This is getting confusing.
Too many team names.
Too many team names.
Throwing myself away.
Yeah.
But
With all that things stacked up against you, tiebreakers coming in line, you're too confident with your team.
We're gonna win. We're gonna pull through.
You're gonna pull through, go to playoffs, and take it all the way to the end?
100%.
All right. Well, you heard it here first, folks. They think that they have it. So, on that note, with that sheer audacious level of confidence, we're going to say goodbye for the day. We'll see you tomorrow at 12 o'clock Eastern time.
And thank you for the interview.
Oh, thanks for having me. Can I say one thing though before I go?
I'm scared. Go ahead.
All right, I just want to give a shout out to G Bob. He was always the most fun to play against. Sorry to hear he had to step down, but I know he'll come back next season, hopefully.
All
Oh
right.
yes, G-Bob is
Good
missed. Shout outs
sportsmanship
to
right
him. I
there.
love that. I love that. That's what we
That's
love to
that.
see
Yeah.
here in this series. And
Quality
on that
players, people.
wonderful note, give a quick shout out to G-Bob.
Yeah.
Can we get a Twitch
Someone,
Prime
someone give me
subscription,
a Twitch Prime sub for
a Twitch
that.
Prime sub for G-Bob Jones? That man has very much supported the series and has played for quite some time in the series, and he was forced to step down for some outside reasons. But hopefully, we do see him next split, and I'm excited to see how next split goes. But for the time being, we will end it here and look at tomorrow's games when we get to them as a final day of the regular season. Everyone, have a great afternoon and a great night.